So this is my motorcycle project of 2014. She's all done. It's a 2001 Honda CR125. Thought this would be a fast one for me, considering it's just a dirt bike, not a lot of parts. But it took me about 100 hours as usual. Pretty excited to have one of these, actually. This is about as good as it gets for two strokes with the perimeter frame, closing in on the last of the Hondas with the perimeter frame. I always wanted a 250. I had a 89 CR125 I bought brand new. I had for like 10 years. These are absolute beauties. So I live in town and pretty poor at the moment. I'm going to take this out in the country and ride it down the railroad tracks where I used to live, just to see how it runs, and it's probably going to go for sale. I traded this for a street bike that I was having a hard time selling. So I just started out as usual by cleaning this up. Good old WD-40 and toothbrush, some cut up t-shirts for rags. And when I'm cleaning, I can see all the little things that I want to work on. I did try wet sanding the radiator shroud and the number plates. I would recommend it. Leaves them pretty dull. I have Vaseline on the radiator shrouds because they were very dull. And I wet sanded the airbox just right here. After it dried, it was very dull white, so I had to spray it with clear coat. So I wouldn't recommend wet sanding the body work. I did end up stripping the threads on the head, the part that bolts onto the top of the cylinder. I screwed my compression gauge in too tight, and it messed up the top threads. So I ended up bringing it to the Honda dealership, and I told them to run a tap through the bottom because the threads were still good. Just screwed right in, cleaned up the threads. I was able to look at the cylinder and stuff. This one was re-sleeved, has an old sleeve with no damage, and piston doesn't even have any carbon buildup or anything. I had to bend the pipe a little bit, make her fit. I did, probably the most important thing was I double checked the carburetor to make sure it was set properly for the F&M pipe, which is just a slight variation from the stock jetting. Put all new hoses on the carburetor, which looks pretty cool. Only had like one hose on it. Alright, it's just a short video. So, 2001 Honda CR125.